If you look at the state of Massachusetts on a map, you'll notice there's a big body of water right in the center of the state. And that's called the Quabbin Reservoir. Basically, there were 4 towns, and the government decided to flood it so there could be clean water for Boston. You can look that up if you don't believe me. And now the Quabbin is a protected space with forests and water and animals and lots of trails. This is a story from one of the hikes on one of those trails. In early April, I decided to go for a hike at Gate 53 at the Quabbin Reservoir. Gate 53 is located across from Hanks Meadow, and Hanks Meadow is basically a big meadow or a field that leads down to the water. Gate 53 is on the other side of the road near Hanks Meadow, so basically it's going into the woods, not towards the water, going towards the direction of the woods, deeper into the woods. The trail located at Gate 53 it's a fairly straight shot. It goes straight into the woods. It's fairly level. Doesn't really have a ton of hills or anything. There is a part that gets to kind of an open area with like taller trees. And if you go in that part to the right, there's another trail that does go deeper and deeper into the woods. It's kind of like a very like long and windy trail, and it goes in about a decent ways. And like I said earlier, it was fairly early in April that I decided to go on this hike, so there weren't a ton of people out. It was pretty cold, and I think like mid 40s, low 50s, which I think is pretty good hiking weather if you ask me, but not for everyone. Not the weather's not for everyone for sure. So yeah, I didn't really see many people on the trail. There were a handful of people on the straighter part of the trail, and then when I got to the kind of like more darker and spindly part, there were only like 1 or 2 people. I passed one couple that was going the opposite direction of me. It was a young man and a young woman. I waved to them and said hello, and they waved to me and they also said hello. And we both went on our separate ways. And I will probably never see them again in my entire life, but I've still chosen to immortalize them forever in these few sentences. After I passed that couple, it was a few minutes of hiking before I encountered somebody else. A woman that I will dub the Woodpecker Woman. She was much shorter than I am. She had on a navy blue Life is Good hat, a light blue athletic sweatshirt, and a large black backpack that had 2 of those hiking sticks attached to both sides of it. I said hello to her, she said hello to me, and I thought we were about to go on our separate ways. But then she told me something. She said if you keep going down the trail and you look to the right, you should be able to see a woodpecker up in the trees. Big one too. A downy woodpecker about a foot tall. And I said, well, downy woodpeckers aren't usually that big, but I will definitely keep my eyes out, and I would like to hear that as well. She said that is a good idea, and then we both went on our merry ways. So I continued on the trail, keeping my head looking to the right, my eyes open, my ears also open, trying to find any evidence of this very large woodpecker. Must have been at least a half hour I kept walking. Still didn't see anything or hear anything. Eventually, though, I came to a point in the trail that it looped around and I started heading back the way I came. The whole time I just kept my eyes vigilant and my ears open, trying to find this gosh dang woodpecker. Eventually I was almost towards the end of the trail and I ended up back in that open area. And then I heard it. The rhythmic tapping of a woodpecker. It was here. It existed. I kept my eyes looking at the tree line trying to find where I heard it. And I wish this story had a happier ending, but I never actually saw it. I just heard it once. The rhythmic tapping of a woodpecker on a tree. One time. But even though I didn't actually see the woodpecker, I'm still thankful I heard it. And I'm extremely thankful for the Woodpecker Woman, wherever she may be, because she turned an average hike into an absolute adventure. She gave me a task that I had to complete, a creature to find. And while I didn't find this mysterious, foot-tall, downy woodpecker, I heard it, and I know it's out there. I wonder what other cool creatures are out there. Can't wait to find some more.